The United States of America, a vast and diverse land, stands as one of the most remarkable countries on Earth in terms of geography, culture, and natural beauty. From soaring mountain peaks to sun-soaked coastlines, from vibrant cities pulsing with life to serene forests whispering tales of ancient times, the wonders of the United States capture the imagination of millions each year. Spanning over 3.8 million square miles and encompassing more than 50 states, the country offers a seemingly endless array of breathtaking destinations that reflect the spirit and soul of America. What makes the United States truly fascinating is its contrast and variety. In one moment, you can find yourself immersed in the electric energy of New York City's skyline, and in another, surrounded by the silence and grandeur of the Grand Canyon or the ethereal beauty of Glacier National Park. Whether you're a traveler seeking modern marvels, a nature lover in search of majestic landscapes, a history enthusiast yearning to walk through the echoes of time, or a foodie hungry for regional delights, the United States promises something unforgettable. Every corner of the nation tells a unique story. In the deep South, jazz flows through the streets of New Orleans. On the West Coast, Big Sur unfolds with dramatic cliffs meeting the relentless Pacific waves. In the snowy silence of Alaska, wildlife thrives in raw and untouched wilderness. Meanwhile, cities like San Francisco, Boston, and Chicago blend history, innovation, and charm in a way that feels timeless yet constantly evolving. And let's not forget the tropical paradise of Hawaii or the desert mysteries of Monument Valley. Each destination a chapter in the living story of this incredible land. This journey through the wonders of the United States will take you across mountains, deserts, forests, oceans, and vibrant cities, each more captivating than the last. Along the way, we will uncover not just places, but experiences, cultural moments, historical landmarks, and natural phenomena that define the American spirit. Get ready to explore a country of extraordinary beauty and profound wonder. This is the United States like you've never seen it before. The United States of America, commonly known as the USA, is not only one of the largest countries in the world by land area, but also one of the most culturally, geographically, and historically diverse. Located in North America, the USA comprises 50 states, each with its own unique character, climate, and attractions. From the sunlit coasts of California to the snow-covered peaks of Colorado, from the historical cobblestone streets of Massachusetts to the tropical islands of Hawaii, the American landscape unfolds like a vivid mosaic of experiences waiting to be discovered. At the heart of the USA's allure is its incredible diversity. This is a country where nearly every climate and landscape on Earth is represented. You can find arid deserts, humid subtropics, boreal forests, alpine tundra, and even volcanic terrain, all within one nation. The Pacific Ocean laps the western shores while the Atlantic embraces the east. Vast plains stretch across the heartland, while dramatic mountain ranges like the Rockies and the Appalachians rise with majestic beauty. There are more than 400 national parks, monuments, and protected areas, each offering its own natural splendor and ecological significance. Culturally, the United States is a melting pot, shaped by centuries of immigration and the blending of traditions from around the world. This is reflected in the country's cuisine, languages, architecture, music, and values. Cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, and Houston pulse with global influence, where you can find everything from Korean barbecue and Ethiopian coffee to Italian opera and Caribbean jazz. But beyond the cities, small towns and rural communities provide a glimpse into the deeply rooted American traditions and ways of life. The USA also boasts an extensive and well-developed infrastructure that makes it relatively easy for travelers to explore. World-class airports connect every corner of the country, while highways, scenic byways, and railway systems offer epic road trip potential. Moreover, the American spirit of adventure and innovation is woven into every part of the nation's identity. Whether you're standing beneath the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan or hiking through the solitude of Yellowstone. But perhaps what makes the United States most compelling is the sheer number of iconic places that have become symbols not only of the country itself, but of the human experience. The Statue of Liberty as a beacon of hope, the Golden Gate Bridge as a feat of engineering, the Grand Canyon as a marvel of nature's power, and Route 66 as the embodiment of freedom on the open road. These wonders, both natural and man-made, tell a story of a country that is constantly evolving while remaining deeply connected to its roots. In this journey, we will dive into some of the most incredible destinations the USA has to offer. Each location reveals a different facet of the country's personality, from tranquil lakes and towering mountains to dynamic cities and historical landmarks. Get ready to be amazed by the rich tapestry that is the United States of America. Big Sur. Stretching along California's dramatic central coastline, Big Sur is one of the most iconic and breathtaking regions in the entire United States. Nestled between the Santa Lucia Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, this rugged stretch of Highway 1 offers a spellbinding combination of towering cliffs, crashing waves, redwood forests, and scenic overlooks that leave visitors in awe. It's not just a place, it's a feeling. Big Sur inspires a sense of wonder, solitude, and connection to the raw beauty of nature. Driving along the winding roads of Big Sur is an experience unlike any other. Every curve reveals a new panoramic vista, turquoise waves pounding against steep cliffs, wildflowers dancing in the breeze, or golden sunlight piercing through towering coastal fog. Key stops like Bixby Creek Bridge, McWay Falls in Julia Pfeiffer Burns State Park, and Pfeiffer Beach, with its unusual purple sand, are highlights that showcase the area's unique charm. Big Sur has long been a haven for artists, writers, and dreamers. Famous authors like Jack Kerouac and Henry Miller found inspiration here, drawn by the isolation and spiritual energy of the coast. Today, that mystique continues. Whether you're camping under the stars, hiking through groves of ancient redwoods, or simply sipping coffee while watching the waves roll in, Big Sur reminds us of nature's quiet power and timeless elegance. Alaska. Alaska, the largest and most remote state in the United States, is a land of pure, untamed wilderness. Known as the last frontier, Alaska offers some of the most dramatic and awe-inspiring landscapes on the planet. Towering glaciers, endless mountain ranges, fjords carved by ice, and forests teeming with wildlife. It is a place where nature reigns supreme and where visitors can truly experience the wild heart of America. The scale of Alaska is staggering. Home to Denali, North America's tallest peak, and more than 100,000 glaciers, the state is a paradise for adventurers and nature lovers alike. In Denali National Park, you can witness grizzly bears, wolves, moose, and caribou roaming freely across vast tundra. The northern lights dance across the sky in winter, while summer brings nearly 24 hours of daylight in the far north, known as the midnight sun. Alaska's coastal beauty is equally stunning. Places like Kenai Fjords and Glacier Bay offer surreal experiences of icy blue glaciers calving into the sea, surrounded by orcas, humpback whales, and puffins. You can kayak through quiet inlets, hike along rugged trails, or take scenic flights over pristine alpine valleys. Each moment in Alaska feels like stepping into a nature documentary. Despite its remoteness, Alaska's towns and communities, like Anchorage, Juneau, and Fairbanks, add cultural richness and warmth to the journey. Rooted in native Alaskan traditions and frontier spirit, these places blend history, survival, and hospitality in unforgettable ways. Alaska is not just a destination. It's a profound encounter with Earth's raw beauty, where every mountain, glacier, and quiet forest reminds us how small we are and how magnificent the world can be. Philadelphia. Philadelphia, affectionately known as Philly, is a city steeped in history, culture, and American identity. As the birthplace of the United States, it holds a special place in the nation's heart. This is where the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, and where the Liberty Bell still stands as a symbol of freedom and democracy. Walking through the cobbled streets of Old City, visitors can feel the echoes of revolution and the spirit of a nation being born. But Philadelphia is more than its past. It's a vibrant, evolving city with a rich cultural landscape. The city's architecture is a fascinating blend of colonial charm and modern innovation, from the stately Independence Hall to the bold, glassy skyline rising above Center City. Its neighborhoods pulse with unique character. Whether it's the colorful murals of South Philly, the bohemian vibe of Fishtown, or the leafy elegance of Rittenhouse Square, Philly is also a city of food and passion. The cheesesteak might be its most famous culinary export, but locals will tell you the real treasures lie in the city's diverse food scene, from Italian bakeries to Vietnamese pho shops to trendy new American bistros. And for lovers of art, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, with the famous Rocky Steps, houses one of the largest collections in the country. Whether you're soaking in its revolutionary roots or discovering its modern-day vibrancy, Philadelphia offers a deeply authentic American experience, one that connects the past with the present in a way that few cities can. Miami. Miami, Florida, is a city that pulses with energy, color, and rhythm. Positioned between the Atlantic Ocean and the Everglades, Miami is where tropical beauty meets vibrant urban life. It's a place of sun-drenched beaches, Latin flavors, Art Deco architecture, and a cultural mix unlike anywhere else in the United States. Often seen as the gateway to the Americas, Miami is bold, diverse, and unapologetically alive. The first thing that draws visitors to Miami is its coastline. South Beach, with its soft white sands, turquoise waters, and iconic pastel buildings, is one of the most famous beach destinations in the world. Here, days are spent sunbathing, rollerblading along Ocean Drive, and enjoying fresh seafood at sidewalk cafes, while nights come alive with neon lights and pulsating music from rooftop bars and clubs. But Miami is more than just a party capital. It's a cultural mosaic where Cuban, Haitian, Colombian, and other communities have shaped the city's identity. In Little Havana, you'll find the scent of cigars and strong coffee drifting through the air, while men play dominoes in Maximo Gomez Park and salsa music spills into the streets. The Wynwood Arts District, once a warehouse area, now bursts with massive street murals and contemporary galleries, showcasing Miami's creative soul. Nature is also close at hand. Just a short drive away, the Everglades offer a wild, watery world of alligators, mangroves, and airboat adventures. Miami is also a launch point for exploring the Florida Keys or taking cruises to the Caribbean. Miami is a celebration of life, where every moment is a sensory experience. Warmth, color, rhythm, and flavor, all wrapped in tropical sunshine. Hawaii. Hawaii is not just a destination, it's a dream brought to life. As the only U.S. state made up entirely of islands, Hawaii sits in the heart of the Pacific Ocean, a tropical paradise steeped in natural beauty, ancient culture, and a spirit of aloha that welcomes everyone. With its volcanoes, lush rainforests, waterfalls, and endless beaches, Hawaii feels like a place untouched by time, a magical world where nature and culture live in perfect harmony. Each island in Hawaii has its own unique character. Oahu, home to Honolulu and the iconic Waikiki Beach, blends modern city life with historic sites like Pearl Harbor and the majestic Diamond Head crater. Maui offers the scenic road to Hana, the otherworldly summit of Haleakala, and some of the most luxurious resorts in the Pacific. The Big Island, Hawaii, is geologically young and full of contrasts, home to both snow-capped Mauna Kea and the fiery lava flows of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Kauai, known as the Garden Isle, is a haven of emerald cliffs, winding rivers, and the dramatic Na Pali coast. Hawaiian culture is deeply spiritual and rooted in nature. Ancient chants, hula dances, and legends tell of gods, ancestors, and the land itself. Visitors are often touched by the local values of Malama Ina, caring for the land, and Kuleana, responsibility, which reflect a deep respect for the environment and community. Whether surfing on warm waves, snorkeling with sea turtles, watching a fiery sunset from a black sand beach, or simply feeling the ocean breeze under a palm tree, Hawaii captures the heart like nowhere else. It's not just a getaway, it's an awakening of the senses and the soul. New Orleans. New Orleans, Louisiana, is unlike any other city in the United States, a place where every street hums with music, every building tells a story, and every meal feels like a celebration. Often called the Big Easy, New Orleans is a melting pot of cultures, rhythms, and traditions, shaped by its French, Spanish, African, and Caribbean influences. The result is a city bursting with soul, flavor, and life. The heart of New Orleans beats strongest in the French Quarter. With its wrought iron balconies, colorful facades, and centuries-old charm, this neighborhood is the city's crown jewel. Bourbon Street roars with live jazz and festive energy, while Royal Street offers art galleries, antique shops, and quiet elegance. Jackson Square, anchored by the Grand St. Louis Cathedral, is where artists gather and street performers entertain beneath the southern sky. But music is what truly defines New Orleans. It's the birthplace of jazz, and that legacy lives on in every note played in smoky clubs, on street corners, or during the countless festivals that light up the calendar, especially the world-famous Mardi Gras. Beyond the music, the food is a revelation. From spicy gumbo and jambalaya to powdered sugar-covered beignet at Café du Monde, every bite tells a story of the city's rich cultural heritage. New Orleans is a celebration of life itself, a city where past and present dance together to the sound of a trumpet, where joy is never far, and where every visit feels like a homecoming for the soul. Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe, straddling the border of California and Nevada, is a shimmering jewel of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Famous for its crystal-clear waters and panoramic alpine scenery, it is the largest alpine lake in North America and one of the most beloved year-round destinations in the United States. Whether blanketed in snow or basking in summer sunshine, Lake Tahoe's natural beauty is nothing short of breathtaking. In winter, Tahoe transforms into a snowy paradise. World-class ski resorts like Heavenly, Squaw Valley, and North Star attract visitors from around the globe, offering powdery slopes, stunning lake views, and cozy mountain lodges. The snow-covered pines, frozen streams, and clear blue skies create an almost storybook setting for skiing, snowboarding, snowshoeing, or simply relaxing by a roaring fireplace. When the snow melts, Lake Tahoe reveals another side of its charm. Its waters, famed for their clarity, become a playground for kayaking, paddle boarding, swimming, and boating. Surrounding trails lead hikers and mountain bikers through forests, granite peaks, and wildflower meadows. Emerald Bay, one of the lake's most iconic spots, offers postcard-worthy views and a hidden island with a historic stone tea house. The lake's towns, South Lake Tahoe, Incline Village, Tahoe City, blend outdoor adventure with modern comfort, offering everything from rustic cabins to luxury resorts. And no matter the season, sunsets over Tahoe are unforgettable. Soft golden light reflecting off the water, framed by silhouettes of towering pines and distant peaks. Lake Tahoe is where serenity meets adventure, where nature's brilliance is on full display, and where every visit leaves the soul refreshed. New York City. New York City is more than a metropolis. It's a symbol of ambition, resilience, and the human spirit at its most dynamic. Often called the city that never sleeps, New York is a whirlwind of culture, commerce, art, and energy. With its iconic skyline, bustling streets, and cultural landmarks at every turn, New York City is not just the heartbeat of America. It's a world capital in its own right. The five boroughs, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island, each offer a universe of their own. Manhattan shines with landmarks. Times Square's neon blaze, the Statue of Liberty standing proud in the harbor, the towering spire of the Empire State Building, and the green serenity of Central Park in the middle of it all. Broadway dazzles with world-class theater, while Wall Street hums with global financial power. Beyond the postcards, New York is a city of neighborhoods, each with its own rhythm and story. Walk through Chinatown for dumplings and lanterns, cross into Harlem for jazz and soul food, or stroll through Brooklyn's Williamsburg to discover indie coffee shops and cutting-edge art. The city's diversity is its greatest strength. Over 800 languages are spoken here, and every culture has found a home within its concrete canyons. Museums like the Met and MoMA house treasures of the world, while landmarks like One World Trade Center stand as solemn symbols of resilience and hope. And no matter how often you visit, the city always offers something new. A different street performer, a hidden bookstore, a rooftop view you hadn't seen before. New York City is not just a destination. It's a living, breathing experience, intense, inspiring, and unforgettable. Yosemite. Yosemite National Park is one of the crown jewels of America's natural wonders, a place where towering granite cliffs, ancient sequoia trees, thundering waterfalls, and peaceful meadows converge in breathtaking harmony. Located in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, Yosemite is a sanctuary of raw beauty and geological grandeur that has inspired generations of adventurers, artists, and conservationists. The park's most iconic feature is undoubtedly El Capitan, a sheer granite monolith that rises over 3,000 feet from the valley floor. Nearby, half-domes curved silhouette slices into the sky, while Yosemite Falls, one of the tallest waterfalls in North America, plunges with dramatic force in springtime. Glacier Point offers panoramic views of the valley below, especially stunning at sunrise or under a canopy of stars. Yosemite's appeal isn't just in its epic scale, but also in its tranquil corners. Visitors can walk along the Merced River, picnic in golden meadows surrounded by wildflowers, or hike through the towering Mariposa Grove, home to giant sequoias that have stood for over 1,000 years. The sound of rustling leaves, distant water, and birdsong creates a calming soundtrack to an unforgettable escape into nature. Beyond its beauty, Yosemite holds a special place in environmental history. It was here that naturalist John Muir found his spiritual home, and his writings helped spark the modern conservation movement. Today, millions visit each year to witness what he called nature's temple, and to feel, even briefly, the humbling power of the wilderness. Yosemite reminds us that in silence and stone, in mist and mountain, nature still speaks, and we are lucky to listen. San Francisco. San Francisco is a city that defies definition, a mosaic of steep hills, eclectic neighborhoods, and iconic landmarks wrapped in a foggy, romantic charm. Perched on the tip of a peninsula in Northern California, San Francisco is as famous for its dramatic landscapes as it is for its progressive spirit and cultural richness. With the Pacific Ocean on one side and the San Francisco Bay on the other, it's a city where beauty and boldness collide. At the heart of San Francisco's identity is the Golden Gate Bridge, its red-orange towers soaring through coastal mist like a gateway to another world. Whether viewed from Crissy Field, Marin Headlands, or aboard a ferry gliding across the bay, the bridge never fails to inspire awe. Nearby, Alcatraz Island looms with intrigue, telling stories of infamous inmates and daring escape attempts. The city itself is a patchwork of distinct communities. In Chinatown, the scent of dim sum wafts from bustling storefronts. In the Mission District, bold murals and vibrant taquerias reflect Latin heritage and creativity. Haight-Ashbury still echoes with the spirit of the 1960s, while the Castro proudly celebrates LGBTQ+ history and pride. The Painted Ladies, Victorian homes set against the skyline, offer a picture-perfect view into San Francisco's architectural charm. San Francisco is also a place of innovation. Silicon Valley lies just to the south, and the city is home to countless startups and visionaries shaping the future. Yet despite its modern pulse, there's a timelessness to riding a cable car up a steep hill, walking through the misty woods of Golden Gate Park, or watching the sun set over the Pacific from Ocean Beach. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is a city that has reinvented itself without losing its soul. Once known as the Steel City for its industrial might, today Pittsburgh is a thriving hub of technology, education, and culture, all wrapped in the charm of its historic neighborhoods and scenic rivers. Framed by rolling hills and intersected by three major rivers, the Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio, Pittsburgh offers a unique blend of gritty heritage and modern innovation. The city's skyline, rising from the confluence of rivers, is a symbol of resilience and transformation. The view from Mount Washington, especially at sunset, is one of the most stunning urban panoramas in America, with the city lights dancing on the water and yellow bridges connecting the landscape like golden threads. Pittsburgh's cultural depth surprises many first-time visitors. The Carnegie Museums, funded by the legendary Andrew Carnegie, house world-class art and natural history. The Andy Warhol Museum, the largest museum in the world dedicated to a single artist, celebrates the city's native sun. Sports fans find their passion in the city's beloved teams, the Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates, each woven deeply into the local identity. But perhaps what makes Pittsburgh most special is its neighborhoods. From the cobbled streets of the Strip District to the colorful houses of Polish Hill and the bohemian cafes of Lawrenceville, each area has a story to tell and a flavor to offer. The city's steel legacy remains visible in its architecture and bridges, but it's the people, proud, hardworking, and welcoming, who truly define it. Pittsburgh is proof that beauty lies not only in natural wonders but also in human transformation, history, and quiet strength. Glacier National Park. Tucked away in the northern reaches of Montana, Glacier National Park is a pristine wilderness that feels like a forgotten corner of the earth, untouched, untamed, and unbelievably beautiful. Often referred to as the crown of the continent, the park boasts more than 1 million acres of alpine meadows, snow-capped peaks, shimmering lakes, and glacier-carved valleys. It's a haven for hikers, photographers, wildlife lovers, and anyone seeking a pure connection with nature. The park's most famous road, Going to the Sun Road, is a breathtaking drive that winds through jagged mountain ridges, crosses the Continental Divide at Logan Pass, and offers stunning vistas at every turn. During the summer months, the road is lined with wildflowers and wildlife. Mountain goats, bighorn sheep, bears, and even elusive lynx might be spotted along the way. In autumn, the landscape glows with golden aspens and crisp mountain air. Over 700 miles of hiking trails invite deeper exploration. Trails lead to turquoise glacial lakes like Iceberg Lake or Grinnell Glacier, where chunks of ice float beneath sheer cliffs and waterfalls spill from hanging valleys. At dawn or dusk, the reflection of peaks in mirror-like waters creates scenes that feel surreal. But Glacier National Park is also a reminder of nature's fragility. Once home to over 100 glaciers, fewer than 25 remain today due to climate change. This urgency only deepens the park's power. Every visit is a chance to witness a vanishing wonder, to be humbled by the grandeur of Earth, and to reflect on our role in preserving it. Here, silence speaks louder than words, and the mountains whisper ancient truths only the heart can hear. Sedona, Arizona, is a place where the landscape seems to pulse with energy and light. Surrounded by towering red rock formations that glow in fiery shades of crimson and orange, Sedona is more than just a scenic destination. It's a spiritual sanctuary, an outdoor paradise, and a place of profound natural beauty. The moment you arrive, the land speaks to you with its silence, its space, and its soul-stirring grandeur. What truly sets Sedona apart are its surreal geological formations: Cathedral Rock, Bell Rock, and the Courthouse Butte, each shaped over millions of years and now standing as majestic monuments against the desert sky. At sunrise or sunset, the rocks ignite in color, casting long shadows across cactus-strewn plains and creating an almost otherworldly atmosphere. Outdoor enthusiasts will find endless opportunities for adventure. With over 200 miles of hiking and biking trails, Sedona offers everything from gentle creekside walks to challenging climbs with sweeping views. The popular Devil's Bridge Trail rewards hikers with a natural rock arch suspended high above the desert floor, an iconic photo spot and spiritual touchpoint. Sedona is also known for its vortexes, mystical sites believed to radiate Earth's healing energy. Whether you believe in their metaphysical power or not, it's impossible to deny the deep sense of peace and reflection the landscape inspires. Artists, healers, and seekers from around the world come to Sedona for renewal, clarity, and connection. The town itself blends rustic charm with upscale sophistication, featuring art galleries, crystal shops, spas, and fine dining with red rock views. By night, Sedona transforms again, its dark skies perfect for stargazing, where constellations shine bright above the silent desert. Sedona is a place where earth and spirit meet, inviting you to slow down, breathe deeply, and simply be. Boston, Massachusetts, is where America's past and present converge in a tapestry of cobblestone streets, historic landmarks, world-renowned universities, and a vibrant urban culture. As one of the oldest cities in the United States, Boston feels like a living museum. Every street corner whispers stories of revolution, resistance, and resilience. The Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile red brick path that winds through downtown Boston, leads visitors through some of the most important sites of the American Revolution. Walking this trail, you pass by Paul Revere's house, the Old North Church, and the site of the Boston Massacre, each a testament to the birth of a nation. The combination of colonial-era architecture and modern skyscrapers creates a visual dialogue between history and progress. But Boston isn't just a city of the past. It pulses with intellectual energy, being home to some of the most prestigious institutions in the world, including Harvard University and MIT just across the river in Cambridge. The student population brings youthful vibrancy and innovation, influencing everything from technology startups to contemporary art and indie music scenes. The city's waterfront, once a center of shipping and trade, has transformed into a lively hub of parks, seafood restaurants, and cultural attractions like the New England Aquarium and Boston Tea Party Ships and Museum. A boat ride on the Charles River or a quiet moment in the Boston Public Garden, America's first botanical garden, offers refreshing escapes within the city's compact, walkable layout. Boston also has a rich sports culture. From Fenway Park, the oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball and home of the Boston Red Sox, to the legendary Boston Marathon, the city's spirit is tightly woven into its athletic pride. In every season, Boston exudes charm. Fall colors ignite the streets, winter snow dusts historic buildings, and spring brings blooming cherry trees along the Charles. It's a city where intellect meets tradition, where cobblestones meet cutting edge, and where every step offers a story worth telling. Olympic National Park. Tucked away in the far reaches of Washington State's Olympic Peninsula, Olympic National Park is a natural masterpiece that defies categorization. Covering nearly 1 million acres, this UNESCO World Heritage Site offers an extraordinary tapestry of ecosystems: rugged Pacific coastline, moss-draped temperate rainforests, snow-capped mountain ranges, and glacial rivers, each distinct yet harmoniously interconnected. One of the park's most magical features is the Hoh Rain Forest, where ancient trees tower over a forest floor blanketed in vibrant green moss. Walking the Hall of Moss's trail feels like stepping into a primeval world, with silence only broken by the distant calls of birds and the soft rustling of leaves. It's one of the few temperate rainforests left on Earth, thriving thanks to the region's high rainfall. Further inland, the Olympic Mountains rise majestically, with Hurricane Ridge offering panoramic views of jagged peaks, alpine meadows, and distant glaciers. On clear days, the view stretches as far as Canada's Vancouver Island. In winter, this area transforms into a snowy wonderland for skiers and snowshoers, while summertime reveals wildflowers and roaming deer. But Olympic isn't just about forests and mountains. The park also protects over 70 miles of wild coastline. Iconic spots like Rialto Beach and Ruby Beach showcase dramatic sea stacks, driftwood-strewn shores, and tide pools teeming with marine life. It's a place where bald eagles soar overhead and sunsets paint the Pacific in hues of orange and gold. Olympic National Park is not just a destination, it's a living, breathing sanctuary where nature is preserved in all its raw beauty. Whether you're a hiker, wildlife lover, photographer, or someone simply seeking stillness, Olympic offers an unforgettable encounter with the wilderness. Under the vast expanse of the American sky, the wonders of the United States come together like pieces of an intricate mosaic, each reflecting a different shade of the country's spirit. From the thundering roar of Niagara Falls to the tranquil forests of Olympic National Park, we've explored landscapes that feel almost otherworldly, yet remain deeply rooted in the nation's soul. These are not just places on a map, they are living stories, shaped by centuries of natural forces and the human desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. Each destination carries a unique rhythm: the hush of dawn over a canyon rim, the salty kiss of ocean spray along a rugged coastline, the whisper of ancient trees that have stood through countless seasons. Traveling through these remarkable sights is more than a visual feast. It's an invitation to pause, breathe, and remember that the beauty of the land mirrors the diversity and resilience of its people. As we close this first chapter of our journey, the wonders we've visited are only a fraction of what the United States has to offer. They are stepping stones to countless other adventures, each promising new horizons, fresh perspectives, and unforgettable moments. And while the road ahead stretches far, the memories already gathered remind us why exploring this vast and varied nation is one of life's greatest privileges. The journey, after all, is just beginning.